things. Hello everybody, I hope you can hear me. You can hear me and you can see me. We are cooking. How's it going everybody? Welcome to the stream. Who have we got? Who have we got in chat? We've got Chip. Welcome Chip. We've got John. Just John and Chip in YouTube chat. Anyone else? Anyone else want to say hello? Oh, hello. We have, a name I don't recognise. Toby Delis. How's it going? First things off, let's get first things off the bat. Apologies, we haven't streamed in nearly 3 weeks. Mainly because I've been ill. I'm pretty sure I had COVID. And I didn't want to bring that into the office. So yeah, I stayed at home and that's why we haven't streamed for a few weeks. Apologies for that. So if you remember more than a few weeks ago, I was like, hey, we've been away. But don't worry, we'll be back. And now we're sort of a bit more all over the place again. But do not worry, we're back for today's stream. And yeah, so we're going to crack into it. So today, let's get some things out of the way. So, well, first things first, we're going to talk about what the schedule is, what we're going to be doing on today's stream, and then we'll get into some news. So the first things first, we're going to be covering, the news. Then we'll be doing a community core, which is basically where we take a look at some of the really, really cool techs that the TerraTech community have been making and they've submitted for me to showcase. So I'm going to be showcasing that. We have a grand total of, I think, about 10 techs to get through in an hour. So I might have to rattle through them quite quickly. So if you think I'm speed running it, then apologies, but I'll be as quick as I can, or I'll be as thorough as I can in the time that we have available. Cool, so that's what we'll be doing today. Let's talk about some news. So if you're on our Discord server, you would have noticed that I made the announcement that we have some big news. I'll come on to that lastly, because I want to get the other fun stuff out of the way first. The main bit of news is the next Unstable is due to go out. It should be going out today, if not tomorrow, but it's ready to go. We can push the button on it imminently. And that's going to feature loads of really cool blocks. A lot of them we've already showcased. So there's some balloon blocks for space junkers that add some consistent lift to your techs. There's do you know what? I haven't got the patch notes in front of me, but there's loads of cool stuff coming in the next Unstable. So keep your eyes peeled. If you're into Unstable and you sort of want to test out all the new stuff before we release it as a general update, go check that out. That'll be coming soon. In terms of console update, I think we're in I think I've said this every week now, but we are in the very, very final stages of getting the builds, the console builds ready, so we can submit them to Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll have more details on that hopefully in the next week or so. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, here is the news that I've been holding on to for some time. So I'm going to take a sip of water because my mouth is suddenly really dry. The news is this will be my very, very last live stream. Unfortunately, my time at Payload Studios has come to an end. I'm moving on to Greater Horizons, and this will be the last one. So what that means is I'll be handing over to Cassie and Grace. So if you've played or watched any of our TerraTech Worlds content, you'll recognize Cassie, and Grace I think has made a couple of appearances on this live stream. But yeah, basically that's it. My time at Payload has come to an end, so they'll be taking over the mantle. Now let me clarify a few points here, because I think we're going to get a lot of questions, so I'll get through as much of it as I can, and I'm sure everyone's going to have questions as we go forward. If you have got them, put them in chat and I'll do my best to answer them. But basically, so going forward, so just to clarify, I'll be here. I mean, I'm still working until the 5th of November, but this will be the last Wednesday that I'm working because I'm actually on annual leave next week. So that's why this will be the last stream, but I'm still around for a couple more weeks. Then, as I said, Cassie and Grace will take over. Now, because there's a lot of change going on in the studio, we don't know quite what the streaming schedule is going to look like after I've left. Cassie may pick up the mantle, or Grace may pick it up. We honestly don't know. There's a lot of stuff changing at the minute here in the studio. So yeah, just bear that in mind when I'm sort of talking about all this stuff, because as with all things Payload and TerraTech, you know, while what we say one day might be one thing, there is a strong caveat that might change due to unforeseen circumstances. So I will say that now. But yeah, Cassie and Grace are gonna take over, and I'm sure they're gonna do an amazing job. So yeah, keep look after them. Be as awesome to them as you've been to me. That'd be great. Then we will, and then so the bigger question then is the future of TerraTech. So I can, kind of sandwich this quite nicely with some good news. That isn't going to change. The team is still going to continue to develop TerraTech. We've still got good plans. A lot of plans for the game. Things like a new corporation, which, spoiler alert, is probably going to be Legion. There's loads more quality of life stuff that we've got scheduled and planned. So that is definitely very much the plan, is to carry on adding that stuff to TerraTech. So yeah, you can be excited about that. Now, please, again, take that all with a pinch of salt, because, like I mentioned, a lot is changing in the studio. So the goalposts might shift on that kind of thing. So don't take this as a promise, but I'm just letting you know that trying to sandwich the good news, the bad news, in some sort of good news. So yeah, we're still carrying on, and the team will still be here, and yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So John is asked, will you stream somewhere? I mean, your own streaming thing, please. We need you. I could, if genuinely people want me to, I could jump in, but I wouldn't be doing it for free. It would mean like Twitch subs and stuff, and it gets really complicated from there. Also, the internet in my house is awful. I honestly don't think I have the good enough internet to be able to do that. Someone says, rather have Matt than Legion. That means a lot. That means a lot. So I'll look at the end of the stream. I have a long list of thank yous and stuff that I'm going to go through. So don't make me cry just yet. I'll save my tears for the end of the stream, because we've got a lot of community core to get through until then. But yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know. I'll put another announcement out on Discord. That sort of outlines how this whole process is going to work. But we have a very good team around us anyway, so it will be very seamless. You probably won't notice that much anyway. So yeah, there you go. That's the news. That's the news that I wanted to talk about. Someone's messaging me. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a message from... I'm going to name drop my wife. My wife's messaged me, so I'm going to see what she's said, because I know she's watching. 1 sec, everybody. Oh, yeah. She's... actually, my wife is agreeing with you, John. She's saying that we should stream from home. So if people want to pay me enough to stream from home, well, I suppose we can do it. So sad block. Yeah. So unfortunately, because we've got too many community core blocks text to get through in the time we've got left. I'm not going to have time to do block call today, I'm afraid. So yeah. Cool. Right. All right. Let's move on. Let's get out of the bad news. Let's get into some really cool stuff, because otherwise I'm going to get really bogged down, and I haven't even got the game loaded. Hey, here we go. We've been doing this for 6 years, and I haven't even got the game loaded. By the way, if anybody wants to see one of my first ever streams, I'm going to find it for you now, because it's honestly hilarious. Here it is. This is back when we weren't even in... Oh God, I look so young. It's 6 years ago, man. It ages you so much. Here is like my second ever stream from 6 years ago. Go check it out. It's hilarious. I had like ear gauges and everything. Anyway, let's take a look at some text. Let's load into the game. I'm going to load up. I'm going to subscribe to them on the Steam Workshop. Where is it? There it is. Hey. Cool. Matt, will you be a community manager somewhere else? That is the plan. That is the plan, yeah. I can't give too much away just yet for secret reasons, but yeah, don't worry, I will be a community manager somewhere else, because, well, firstly, I really like doing this. I genuinely like live streaming. I just like what I do. So yeah, so to continue that somewhere else would be ideal. And also, I think I'm quite good at it. I think over the 7 or so years that I've been doing community management, I think I've done all right. I hope I've done all right. No one seems to have complained too much, put it that way. So yeah. Honestly, this is it was going to happen. I couldn't, as much as I'd have liked to, that I couldn't. It'd be daft of me to work. I couldn't have worked on TerraTech forever. So this day was going to come. It's just sad that it is happening. Yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about me anymore. I'm going to stop talking about me because I have some text to show. So let's get into the game. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, no, I think it's funny that it's taking me 6. I mean, we've polished the stream up a lot. The stream has got a lot more polish. Like, look at this setup. Look at the room. Everything looks great. Okay. So yeah. So just to clarify, so I'm leaving on very good terms at Payload. It's very amicable. I'm not leaving on bad terms. I think Payload still like me. I still like Payload. I gave a little speak. We gave a little, because it's my last day in the office today. I was presented with some really cool gifts from Cassie. So thanks to Cassie for that. And I took it upon myself to give a little goodbye speech. And look, I will say this is the last bit I'm going to say about it, and I'm going to move on. That Payload is one of the coolest companies I've ever worked for, and I think, look, no company is perfect. There's no such thing as the perfect company to work for because, reasons. But what does make Payload so bloody brilliant is the people that work here. And I know that sounds really cliche to say, but genuinely, I get on with absolutely everybody in this office, in the studio. And that's what I'm going to be most sad about leaving. As well as the awesome community, obviously. But everyone here is really cool. And they've really kind of nurtured me into being, in my role and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Right, anyway, I'm going to move on now. So first up, we have Tetros's Carpetier. So let's load it in and we'll take a look. So yeah, like I say, we've got 10 texts to get through. So hopefully we can whiz through them in no time. Let's move this here. Here you go. So this is the Carpetier. Aerial super bomber. That's it. Those are 2 words that, in their briefness, they are equally as awesome. So I imagine we just fly up. Let's give it some power. Set energy to 1. There we go. Bit of juice in the old engine, and then what we can do is we can fly. So this being hang on, I also need to go into options and power up instantly because we need instant power. I'm guessing what's going to happen is when I hit spacebar, all of these bombs are going to drop out of the bottom of my tech and rain hellfire on anyone unlucky enough to be underneath me. So let's just go and do that. Just hit spacebar, ready, boom. That's cool. That's all it does. That's all the way. Oh, there is some on the top, obviously, because all the firepower on the back, on the underside, wasn't enough. There's a couple of little missile launchers on the boot, but as you can see, just a lot of aerial superiority. Is that, Chip says, is that 100 gyros? There is 1 gyro, 2 gyro. There is 2 active, 1 passive gyros as far as I can see. Someone said, the first live stream I caught, thank you for the great game. No worries. Well, this will be the first and this will be the last time you'll see me. So let's say that. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Stop it. Tetros, this is awesome. I know if you're not in chat, this thing is fantastic. It does what it says on the tin. Like a good painter Ron seal. That is a very specific joke for people that live in the UK, and maybe even a specific part of the UK. If anyone knows Ron Seal, hopefully you had a good laugh at that. Yeah, Tetros, this is great. I love it. It actually maneuvers really well. It's actually really agile. I know they've got like all the anti-grav on there and stuff, so that's obviously helping. Yeah. And has it got landing gear? Oh no, it doesn't need landing gear. It can just hover, can't it? Who needs landing gear when you can hover? Matt, do you eat Greggs? For my sins, Chip, I do eat Greggs. I'm not allowed to eat it much anymore because, for those that don't know, Greggs is a high street bakery. Ron Seal was my father. Classic. Greggs is a high street bakery here in the UK, and they make, honestly, the sausage rolls are fantastic. And actually, it's really good value for money, but it's very calorific. Yeah, I went through a phase of eating exclusively Greggs pastries and donuts for lunch when I actually worked at a bank, funny story. And I put on, and I'm generally quite a lean guy anyway, and I put on a few stone in about a year just from doing that. So I do like Greggs, but my waistline does not. Chip, what's your go-to choice for Greggs? I'm assuming you also eat Greggs, otherwise you wouldn't have asked me. How do we feel about the vegan sausage roll? That was a bit controversial. Apparently people were saying the vegan sausage roll at Greggs was genuinely better than the non-meat or the meat version. I'd be interested to know what people's thoughts were on that. Anyway, Tetros, thanks for that. And again, shout out to Tetros for all the awesome stuff you've been submitting. This is really cool. Next up is Sebi. Sebi is up next. This is their F-15. Have they got a description? My recreation of an F-15 with drop tanks. Press extra drop. Not exactly the most balanced or made to fly seriously. Use AVP paints. Optional. I haven't got the mods installed for paint, so we're just going to have to look at it with the vanilla skins. But, have I subscribed? Oh no. It's not a game save. It is a tech. There he is. Beautiful. Let's swap her out. Oh yeah, no, it actually looks infinitely better with the skin. But you should be able to see it in the snapshot. So here's a snapshot up here. This is what it looks like with the skin. This is it without the custom skin. Yeah, it looks infinitely better with it. But let's see how this thing flies. So Sebi did mention, hang on 1 second, I'm going to pause it while I read this. It has got drop tanks. So if we hit X, which is the hotkey for explosive bolts, we will see something happen, hopefully. So I'm flying. Hit X. Drop tanks are done. What? Can someone explain what drop tanks do? Is it actually a thing, or is this something just Sebi's made up? Are drop tanks a functional thing? And if they are, what is their function? Is it to jettison unused fuel cells, fuel pods? Anyone know? Someone that says vegan sausage rolls are blasphemy. Sometimes blasphemy can be good though. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes a bit of blasphemy didn't hurt anybody. Oh, Chip says, I don't actually live in the UK. I have only heard of Greggs through memes. Oh, okay. Fair. Greggs is like a hug in a bakery form. Someone says contain fuel and are jettisoned for weight. That's basically what I said. Again, 6 years at Payload, and I finally learned what things like jettison mean, and also to look cool. Viet Dang says I still wonder why I still can't post my tech to Steam Workshop. That is interesting. I don't know if there's some sort of firewall preventing you from doing that. Maybe check to see if you've got the correct permissions on your firewall. Maybe. Let us know if you get what error. If you're getting an error message, let us know what error message is, because we can look into that for you. Cool. Sebi, this thing is awesome. This F-15. Yeah. So we've jettisoned. So we are now more lightweight and agile because we've jettisoned our empty fuel cells. And I can vouch for that. Look at how agile we are. Look at how agile we are. Matt, you should get Cassie in the stream room to pass the proverbial torch. I think Cassie may have to run off, or Cassie may have some meetings to go to. I'm not sure, but I'm sure Cassie might pop her head in at some point. I already have a proverbial torch to pass on. Look at that, already to hand. Oh god, spam my screen around. Sebi, this thing's awesome. This thing is awesome, and this thing is awesome and cool. So on this stream, I'm going to use my two favorite words, which is the C word, which is cool, and I'm going to use the N word, which is nice. So all of these texts are cool and nice. They are very cool and they are very nice. Can you find cat build in the workshop? I'm not sure what that is. And Cassie is going to pop in at the end. So yeah, we'll get to see Cassie at the end of the stream. So that's very good. Awesome. Sebi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the submission. Appreciate it. Next up is Cheetah. This looks familiar. I've seen something similar to this. But this is the COG V5. Pardon me, just did a burp. This is the COG V5. What was it? Pro. COG V5 Pro. Here we go. It's your last stream, Matt. You can say whatever you want. So here's a funny thing. Of the 6 years that I've been doing this, and there is a lot of streams. We were in the hundreds of streams, maybe. I must have done over 100 streams, maybe 200. I don't think I may have dropped one accidental swear word in the amount of in the hundreds of genuinely hundreds of hours, easily hundreds of hours of streams that I've done. I maybe dropped one swear word, or maybe two. So I might just go out on a bang and just drop a load of bad words. No, don't worry, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave on a good note. Right, let's go and blow some stuff up. Whoa, whoa. Get out of my way. Here we go. This way. Yeah. Oh God. Let's go to target practice. Did I drop the F-bomb recently, Chip? I may have done. I may have been like, I'm going to give myself a pass. I think it was something really cool. It wasn't like an accidental F-bomb. It was like, I'm going to give myself a pass because something was... It may have been something that was really cool. At least that's my excuse. So anyway, sorry, I'm missing the point here. This is Cheetah's Cog V5 Pro, and it's basically just a really cool buggy. It has got some blurbs, so I'm going to read it to you while you admire the tech. So please admire it cautiously. Not cautiously, you know what I mean. The Cog, Killer of Gods, is a high-performance, heavily armed vehicle built for speed, power, and unmatched maneuverability. Sleek yet armoured, its aerodynamic design allows it to reach extreme velocities while maintaining superior control in any terrain. Well, there you go. F-bomb with full intent and no regrets. With a middle finger to boot as well. No, I'm not going to do that. We'll pretend it was not accidental. Okay, fine. Right, let's just see how this thing is. So, really, it's a buggy with... I mean, it's a very cool-looking buggy. With this skin, with the Pharaoh skin, this tech looks sick. I love this gun at the back. What is this gun here? The Avalanche Launcher. The Avalanche Launcher with this skin just looks amazing. Look at it. Really cool-looking tech. So, let's just hold spacebar and see what happens. And as expected, stuff explodes. Stuff fires and stuff explodes. Am I wrong? Are these are shotguns, so I need to get much closer in order for these shotguns to do anything. That's a bit better. So, look, you've only got 3 weapons on here, so the damage output isn't going to be huge. Your DPS isn't going to be, maxing out anytime soon. But what it lacks in actual brute force, it completely makes up for in style. Power up. Why do I need to power up? Oh, it's got a couple of things. That's not going to make much difference, though. I mean, just look at this spoiler. This skin is so good. I know all the skins in TerraTech, are awesome, but just this skin doesn't get enough credit. Look at how genius that front spoiler idea is. So cool. Fantech block idea. Block health checker. If you place it on your tech, it will show health and other stats of blocks. Fantech. So this is what I'm good at. I can do stuff like this as a community manager because I now know enough about TerraTech to give you an informed answer to your question. But yeah, but Somnolence is right. You can post suggestions to our Discord server. But give me a minute just to address that suggestion now. So we find this with the Blockpedia, the TerraTech Blockpedia, which, again, if you don't know what that is, just go on our website and search for TerraTech or find the Blockpedia. Oh, so go on our website and you'll see the Blockpedia over there. It's basically just a list of all the blocks that are in the game. And one problem that we have with the Blockpedia is being able to export certain block data and block information and be able to present that as information that you can use and view on a website. And like I said, one of the problems that we have is how much data can you export? Because while, blocks have got health value, trying to get the game to, interpret that information and be able to present it in a meaningful way in game is actually quite tricky. So while in essence that it does seem like quite a novel, quite a nice idea, I think the implementation would actually be quite tricky because I mean, it's not impossible, and this is the other thing, we will never say never with TerraTech, but yeah, the actual implementation would be quite tricky. So yeah, hope that answered that. There we go. Right, so this is, who is this? This is from Rage Quit, as they're known on the Steam Workshop, and this is a Halberd Mark II, a fully featured spacecraft fighter. Has anti-grav. I need to charge up those batteries then. Let's do that. So it's basically a really, really cool space fighter jet, right? Let's get rid of that at the top. No one wants to see that. It's got a nice bit of firepower. I appreciate some modest firepower. I don't, you know, sometimes a little bit goes a long way, and this is a great example of that. This is fantastic. Yeah, so sorry, who made this one? Let me check. Rage Quit made this. Let's find some more, let's go do some more target practice. Have I gone too far from the target practice? No. Yeah, so as you can see, there's plenty of firepower on this thing. Whoa. Oh no, I'm gonna spin. Let's get up. Don't touch the ground. Look at me. Look at me go. Look at me go. Woof. Awesome. Yeah. Who made this again? Who made this? Rage Quit. Thank you, Rage Quit. Appreciate it. This is really cool. Chip said, displayed health stats are meaningless without displayed damage stats, which also need attack speed stats for comparing DPS. Essentially a cascading effect when you need a ton of stats shown. Yeah. So that's the other thing. There's a for what is effectively quite a basic sort of feature or block to implement. There's a ton of goodness me. Why can't I? Can we land? Can we land? No, I've made it worse. Yeah, there'll be a lot of knock-on effects, which usually happens with TerraTech. It's usually, you know, you try and change one thing and then a million other things pop up. So, yeah, but it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Awesome. Thank you, Rage Quit. Right, I love that. Let's move on to the next tech, which is going to be Pringle, which is some cool-looking helicopter, the AH-28. So let's get this loaded and immediately fall straight to the ground after I load it in. Bill beam. Yes. Right. Again, full power. Set energy 1. It's a heli. It's a very cool looking heli. Let me just check. Okay, so this is a non-linear motion engine helicopter. It's based off the Mi-28. The helicopter has a solar panel and an anchor for recharge. Oh, it doesn't fly without energy. Good job I recharged it then. You can do a lot of tricks on it because it's not LME and it has passive gyros. This heli is my first non-LME one. Well, congrats on making a non-LME helis. Helis in TerraTech are inherently hard to build. So if you've managed to build one without the help of LMEs, or even by the looks of it, gyroscopes, if you've managed to make a perfectly balanced, as all things should be, helicopter, I think that's pretty impressive. So let's take it for a spin. For some reason the props not okay. There we go. Right, I've probably done something wrong here. So let me bring this down. Okay, right. It was me being a dingus. I'd somehow the adjustment thrusters were trying to correct me, and I didn't need correcting. John is having a meltdown. I didn't know, John says, you're supposed to use linear engines for helis? I never knew. I made one without helis, linear motion engines, and it's a beast. Anti-grav helps. Is the anti-grav on? The anti-grav should be on. Yeah, the anti-grav's on. Check controls. Look at that landing. No, as helis go, this thing is actually, it doesn't look like it because I'm not doing it any justice, but this thing is actually genuinely quite easy to control. Yeah, and it's actually quite nimble as well. So yeah, well done to Pringle who made this. Thank you, Pringle. If you're watching, shout out to Pringle. I mean, yeah, I think we can all agree it looks great. It's got a bit of firepower to it. Just going to do a quick barrel roll before I land eloquently on my build beam. Good stuff. Pringle, you get a thumbs up. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Let's move on quickly because I don't even think we're halfway through yet. KN, so they have built the what's called Zamos, a medium small diagonally built ship. I love it. I've not seen a diagonally built ship for a long time. Requires the custom control scheme included in order to function. Near perfectly balanced, requires no gyro. So let's take a look. So this is from KN. Hopefully it loads. Hopefully it loads. Let's try the old reload again. I didn't subscribe to it. I didn't subscribe to it on the workshop. Whoops. So let's give it another refresh. Dum, 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 dum. There it is. Beautiful. This is awesome. So let's give it some power. Fully charged. Let's check the controls. So hovercraft MyTech number 2. Pitch is right arrow and left arrow. Yaw and turning is A and D. Roll is D and A. That's confusing. Acceleration is page up, page down. Strafe is W and S. That is also confusing. Lift is page up. Should we just... Yeah, okay, fine. I got it. Page up, page down. Okay, I think I've got it. Oh, that was it. Yeah, pitch was up and down arrow. This thing is confusing. I can just spin exponentially. Well, look. I think we can all agree this thing is awesome. This thing is very cool. This thing is very nice. I wish it didn't spin as readily as it did. And I wish I was better at controlling techs in TerraTech. Oh no! Right, what am I doing wrong? Let's get it pointing the right way. Let's zoom down a bit. There you go. Right. Yeah, this thing looks friggin' sick. So what's clever about this, as obviously as everyone can see, is it's actually on a diagonal. If you build a tech in TerraTech, the blocks work in an x-axis and a y-axis. So they're all very blocky and very sort of one-directional. Whereas who built this? KN has done is managed to sort of tilt it on a 90-degree axis. So it's sort of an angled tech. And they've done that also without any pitch trim gyros or any gyros. It's purely done with the blocks that they had available. So when I hit spacebar, I mean, look, it's a friggin' machine, right? This thing is awesome. Congratulations, build beam. So if I build beam, thank you, John. If I go into build beam, so let's bring her down a bit. Ooh, I've done it again. I've done it again, chat. Yeah, there you go. So as you can see, while we're in build beam, this is the orientation that the game thinks the tech should be in. As you can see, it's sort of, but it is on an angle. So we come out of build beam and I sort of spin it back round. That's the way that KN wants it to be. It's very, very clever. And honestly, it's something I've never even tried doing in TerraTech before. Yeah, KN has done a top-notch job. So thanks for doing that, KN. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Well done. Right, let's move on. So that was from KN. Next up is Larry. Larry has done a pretty simple inline GAC. Straight off the bat, this doesn't look simple at all. But let's load her in anyway and see what the dealio is. Anybody know what a GAC means? Let me read the GAC. Can I guess what GAC stands for? I'm going to guess GAC. I'm not going to look at chat. I'm going to guess what GAC stands for in relation to this tech. GAC stands for God Awful Commando. That's what I think GAC stands for. God Awful Commando. I have no idea what this is, so I'm just going to press buttons until something happens. It's got some... I maybe need to do a Google on this. This could be fun. Is it one of those big asset magnet weapons? Is it a... like a railgun? Okay, I'm just going to press buttons until something cool happens. So let's do channel 1. So this... Right, this button is hooked up to channel 1. So I'm going to just do channel 1 first and see what happens. That was cool. That was really cool. Oh, Somnolence has done some Googling. GAC stands for Grenade Accelerated Cannon that uses bolts to propel the ammo. Maybe I should be doing more than just... Let's reload. This thing has come without instructions, so I'm going to swap it and see if I can... or does it have instructions? Just press the buttons on the back of the GAC while anchored and pointing its target to an enemy. The order of the fire goes from front to back. Okay, maybe we need to let's go back to the thing. Right. So I can apparently aim this thing. So let's try that. So let's go there. Okay, we are anchored. That is good. That feels like we're lined up. And I think they mentioned you can go from the back to the front. I did do that just now, but it didn't seem to want to work. Or it didn't do what I thought it would. Maybe if we fully charge. Hey Tetros, welcome to the stream. It might just pass through the target. Yeah, that kind of happens in TerraTech. If something goes too fast, it will phase through things. Things will phase through other things. Let's go. Boom. Yeah, it didn't do what I thought it would. Try the second one. Third one. Oh, there you go. Okay, maybe we go front to back then. I'll try that next time. Let's try it again. I like this a lot. Russia banned Discord, so Tetros can't do any more community call submissions. It's okay, Tetros. We've already showcased your original your entry for this community core, so thanks for that. Right, let's do this one instead. So let's swing this round, and let's do this one first. Yeah, there you go. So then hopefully number 2 will work. Yep. And number 3. Whoa, that was cool. I mean, aiming is impossible. Aiming is literally impossible. The description says front to back. Okay, I read it the other way around. Try going for the mighty cube. I don't think we've got time for any more of this, but that is really cool. I love stuff like this. I love stuff like this in TerraTech. It's very, very fun. Very fun. Oh, try going for the mighty cube from there. I could do, I suppose. Let's try one more time. Let's load her in. Build beamer up. Right, that looks lined up. So let's go front to back. I think we've got a hit over here. Or maybe it just missed. All right, let's try number 2. Nope, that one. Yes. Oh, how did it ricochet off? I thought these were sticky bombs. Oh, we got one. Nice. We got a target, guys. Completely unintentional. I think they call that collateral damage. Let's try again. These ones are going to arch down. Are they going to explode them? Oh, they exploded before they hit the cube. That's awesome. That's really fun. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Dark Larry, they call themselves on Steam. Who are they on Discord? Just Larry. That's awesome. So well done, Larry. Thanks for that. Next up is Duality on Discord. And this is a 4x4 image recognizer. Oh my gosh. Somebody at the door. Who is it going to be? It's Cassie. But wait, is it Cassie or is it a witch?
Hello. Give you cake.
Oh, thanks, dude.
That's okay.
You did get me this cake and I haven't had any yet.
That's okay. That's why I wanted to bring you some.
Thank you, mate.
Hey, chat.
Let me turn you up.
Oh, thank you.
Come sit down.
Oh.
Oh, I'll move out your way.
I'll sit awkwardly close to you.
No, there's nothing awkward about this. It's only awkward. It's only awkward if you make it awkward, right? Look, it's Cassie and she's dressed as a witch. But we're
having our Halloween party today. So.
How's it going? Thanks for joining.
No, thank you for inviting me. Hi, chat.
There you go. Chat's happy that you're here.
What are we doing?
Oh yeah, good question. So I'm just about to load this thing in.
Ooh, okay.
The name gives me anxiety. It's a 4x4 image recognizer, which would imply the implication in the name, and there's a huge spiel here for the description. I want this thing to I want to give this an image and it to use some sort of very cognitive AI to recognize the image and tell me what the image is. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, I can recognize images.
Are you in the game, TerraTech? Matt is dressed up as Matt is dressed up as a skinny lumberjack. That's my...
Matt is dressed up as a guy who works in games.
Not anymore.
No, Matt, no. No.
Too soon.
Too soon. Oh no, I made a
Sorry.
bad joke.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, what am I doing? Is it a game mode? Is it a tech? It is a tech. So I'm subscribed. What brings you over our way, Cassie?
Chat was
Chat.
Like, you should get Cassie involved, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do my work, so.
This is your work.
This is my work.
Right?
But it's a lot more fun than the very boring spreadsheet I was looking at. So.
Yeah, spreadsheets, man. Spreadsheets are BS.
They are so. Why do we have to do them? Like, I'm not a coder. I'm not a programmer.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for that.
What am I? Clever? No. That's
no,
why. That's
I
why.
am not.
One of my favourite things to say at the minute is community management suits me perfectly because I wasn't clever enough to be a programmer. I wasn't creative enough to be an artist. I wasn't organised enough to be a producer, and I wasn't also as creative to be a designer. But I do like being the centre of attention.
I can talk till the cows come home.
I can talk to a camera.
I can talk to no
This
one.
is weirding me out right now. There's actually someone else in the room while I'm streaming.
Yeah,
I'm feeling uncomfortable. But this element of it, we can do, right?
We can yap like there's no tomorrow.
What am I trying to do? Oh, I'm going to load in this guy just so I can move around. Because neither of the text that I'm in can move.
Ah.
Cassie, what was the inspiration for your awesome costume?
Have you ever seen the TV show What We Do in the Shadows?
Chat, anybody seen What We Do in the Shadows? I have. Do you know what? It's one of those shows. I know everyone loves it, and I want to give it a shot.
The final season is airing as of like
Is
yesterday.
it?
Yeah, so just check it out. I'm one of the characters from that. I haven't put my vampire teeth in yet. I did put some fake blood on my teeth, but that's as far as I got. So.
I just thought your lipstick had smudged.
Well, that's the good thing. If it does, no one will tell.
Yeah.
When I get really wasted later, I'm just like, no one will know. It's
Right, this circuit is a full-blown AI. Oh, it is a full-blown AI that can recognize a drawn square or circle on a 4x4 binary image to use active. Yeah, I know, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how clever they are. And I'm here like, oh, guys, look at this really cool thing you've done. And I end up absolutely murdering it.
Clever.
To use, activate the switches corresponding to the pixels on the display by holding the right mouse button over them. And hovering over the on-off state. Pay attention to. Oh no, this is what I was worried about. I was worried.
You don't want me here. You want like someone smart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Right, chat might need to talk me through how to use this.
Chat, help us. This is very cool though. Oh, that's a good start. I think that's good.
It didn't break. That's a good start. Right.
Oh.
Something exploded. Oh, this thing's going mental. We'll leave that alone.
Is that meant to explode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It's not an important explosion at this time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, you activate the switches corresponding to the pixels on the display by holding the right mouse button over them and hovering over the on-off state. Pay attention to the confidence meter shown above the GSO battery. So this is the confidence meter, right? So where's the on-off button? Anyone know where the on-off button? No, that's a battery.
Didn't you just turn it on?
No, so I've turned on the pixels to use. Activate the switches. So I've activated the switches corresponding to the on-off button.
And hovering over the on-off.
And hovering over the on-off switch state. Oh, yeah, never mind. I've done that. Pay attention to the confidence meter shown on the GSO battery and a space drunk as one block for the AI's predictions. This circuit uses large amounts of blocks and circuitry, so it may cause lag.
We don't need to worry about that. We have a banger of a PC. I don't actually know the specs on this PC. It could be
I think they're pretty beefy. Hang on. Right, I'm going to reread this. Pay attention to the confidence meters shown above a GSO battery and a space drunk as one block for the AI's predictions.
Someone said you should probably despawn the other tech since it has transmitters. I don't know if that's relevant. But I know Somnolence is quite clever, is the
guy or girl, not entirely sure.
Or non-binary friend. So
or non-binary
Somnolence
friend.
and Tetros, if they start talking, I start listening.
Yeah. Somnolence is the yeah. Right, let's do this middle one. No. Hang on, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh, let's do this.
All right, it's all good. Oh.
Let's do this.
This is very exciting. We don't have any of this in TerraTech World. We just have trees.
You should probably use. Okay, fine. There should be something happening in this meter here.
Okay.
This one is on. Let me read. Let's keep on reading. Let's do that. If in doubt,
we can read.
Keep reading.
We can read. Okay.
This kind is. It also utilizes transmitters and receivers, so it may interfere. Okay, fine.
Oh, okay.
Maybe do we do a respawn? Because if there's things, we should be okay.
I came in at a bad
Weights
time.
and biases were obtained from a model using. Chat, can you give me a hand? Do I need to respawn?
Yeah, please help.
Let's just restart only labs. We'll start again.
I came in at a bad time. I
That's
should have
right.
come in when you were like looking at pictures of ducks. Then I could have been really helpful. I'd have been like, that's a cool duck.
Would that have been your input?
I mean, mostly. Maybe if there was one with a hat, I could have been like, wow, look at that hat.
What I'm looking for is some useful insights into if we were to showcase ducks. What do we know about ducks? Give me some insights into ducks.
The first thing is not suitable for stream. They're pretty good at floating.
Do you mean the corkscrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Let's move on. Family-friendly stream.
Chip said, Cassie, what?
Oh, they want you to be basically as your first active as TerraTech Community Manager.
Well, I don't know if I'm actually going to be TerraTech Community Manager.
We don't know. I was trying to explain this earlier.
Yeah.
It's all up in the air.
What should I do as my first act?
Do a let's play.
I can. I've played a lot less TerraTech than Matt, so you're going to be laughing at how hilariously
Yeah,
bad
guys,
I am.
you think I'm bad? No, I'm checking. That was
no,
mean.
it's true though. It's
That was
true.
mean.
You think I'm bad? You had some killing. Just hovering over the icon on Steam, like I don't know. What do I do?
Right. Let's try again.
But potentially we could play some Terra. I think it's funnier if Dean plays it, because he's literally never played TerraTech. Like, not a second in his life. Which is crazy to me.
That is crazy, considering it's in his Steam library. I assume.
Yeah, he got it for free, and he still was just like, nah, it's not worlds, don't want it.
Chat, can someone point me in the right direction? I'm reading the description. There's nothing in here that's saying what we should or shouldn't be doing.
Right, pay attention to the comments. Done. To activate this, to use. Activate the switches corresponding to the pixels on the display. We did that. It should look like this. Did we do that?
Do what? That's up. Hang on. The level above the GSO battery shows how much the AI thinks it's a circle, and the space junkers block shows how much it's a square.
Oh, so it's that. Okay.
Okay, fine. So that's. It needs a reset. It needs a reset button, but we can persevere.
4x4 makes it a bit ambiguous what you call a circle and a square.
Yeah, bit vague. So let's try and make a circle anyway. Oh, okay. So it's shifted now. It's thinking it's more of a circle.
Oh.
Now it's more of a square.
Oh. Now it's like oh. Oh, this is really cool.
Really cool, isn't it? And now it's like, yeah, no, it's definitely a circle. 100% a circle now.
Oh, I get it now. Sorry, I was very confused. That's really cool.
That is cool.
That's a line. No, that's a circle, Chip. Look at it. It's clear circle.
The 4x4 resolution makes it a bit ambiguous what a circle and square. Yeah, but I've aimed to draw a circle and it knows that it's a circle. Whereas if we try and draw a square, if you
just do like a straight square.
Yeah.
Wow, this is cool.
Isn't it mental? Isn't it crazy how good this stuff is, or how good they are at this stuff?
Honestly, I feel like I'm playing Snake.
Do you want to play Snake?
Do you have Snake in TerraTech?
Someone has made Snake into Somnolence has made Snake in TerraTech.
I told you Somnolence was the goat.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah, I thought you were gonna make a bit. Oh,
square. See, now it knows it's a square. Right, that's it. So when it said an image scanner, I'm like, right, I'm gonna find a really obscure thing.
Duck with a hat. See, duck with a hat. Right, that's cool though. That's really cool.
I now feel better about myself. I just had to Google duck with a hat. I needed to know what a duck with a hat looked like.
There's quite a few of them, and they're all pretty good. That one is AI generated.
Yeah,
right?
those two are taking our jobs.
Taking my duck hat, making business away from me.
This is definitely a sidebar, so this is for a chat for me and Cassie. But have you been watching Bake Off this year?
I have a little bit, yeah.
Did you see the duck cake?
I did see the duck cake.
Chat, if anyone's watched the latest series of Great British Bake Off, in the first episode, it was it Cake Week? Cake Week. And
that's the thumbnail.
Yeah. And so basically someone made just like the coolest duck cake. And it was cool. the challenge was to be like, not photorealism, but you know,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, what is the word? Oh, it's too hot.
I
don't watch Bake Off live. I very rarely watch terrestrial TV, and I'm not kidding. Literally, 2 different people texted me saying you need to watch Bake Off.
Yeah, so good. Okay, we've only got 3 texts left, so we've got 7 minutes to get through 3 texts.
Oh gosh,
we might not be able. We're not actually. We might not be able to get through them all.
Just do them really quickly.
Okay, fine.
Go.
You talk while I load.
Okay. Hey, how we doing? We love you. Hope everyone's good out there, wherever you are in the world. And we love you.
So this is by. I hate it when this happens on Discord. Right, here's the question. It's taken me 6 years of working at TerraTech, and I still don't know the answer to this. On Discord, if someone's username is just letter followed by 3 dots, so P ... have they done that themselves?
Wait, click it?
Because the next one underneath it, or is that just Discord?
Wait, click it.
I don't want to click it because it'll take me to their profile.
Click it. They've done it.
Right. But this person has also done it. Brilliant. Okay, maybe it's just them doing that then. Yeah. Anyway, this is from P, as they go by on
P ...
on Discord. And what's it called? It's Artillery Mark II, and it's just an artillery thing.
Twice as good as Mark 1.
But it's like a big sled.
Oh, I could see that driving around in some snow.
Yeah. If we had snow in TerraTech.
You know what snow? Awkward.
We have ice, which is basically snow.
It's just colder snow.
Yeah, just more solid snow, isn't it?
Wet? No. What is ice? No, it's
Come on.
it's cold. No, it's more. It's what is
Ice
that?
is just frozen water. Snowflake. Snows
Yeah,
is just
no,
like
snow is when it's full. Okay.
crystallized.
I'm stupid, chap.
Is it crystallized?
Yeah, because snow crystals.
Do you know when we said earlier about how community managers aren't clever? Like,
We're not good at.
we're just not good at stuff.
We're
We're
not
good
good at science. Sometimes I sit in on design conversations.
Oh man.
Mostly for TerraTech Worlds and.
Oh, this is cool. Sorry, go on, keep going. But
No. You go.
so I hit X because there was some explosive bolts on the tech, and it's basically just turned this little cab into a into a pilot type thing. It's really cool.
Tetros literally just said, as you said that, Matt, you're sleeping on these explosive bolts on the rear.
Yeah, thanks, Tetros.
Ooh, I love the little like, what's the word?
Recoil.
Yeah, thank you. My brain is not working. Recoil is actually nice.
There you go. Right, excellent stuff. That's really cool. How long we got left? 4 minutes.
We got time.
Do you know what? It doesn't matter if we go over a little bit. Next up is T.
T ...
They actually go by Trident on Steam, so that's what I'll call them. This is super cool. Right. Oh, it's a big one. It's taking a second to load. Oh my! Right, this is why we needed longer than an hour to do a community call, because this thing needs more of my time.
Wow, I want to live on that.
Genuinely, the amount of text I'm like,
should go live.
yeah, I'm like.
So it kind of looks like a minion, but that's irrelevant. But whatever.
Yes.
We should go live on that. This is awesome.
So it's got like stuff inside it and stuff.
Matt, set that vertical trim gyro. You set.
You can't tell me what to do.
You've said gyro like 50 times.
What on the? Yeah, no, I'm done with that. We've moved on. You got the idea. You can pick. Oh no, yeah, he is right.
I'm sorry. I'm a vessel, you know, for chat. Oh.
Bosh.
Wow.
And then you can fire up like that. Right. Thank you, Tetros.
Thanks, Tetros. Don't you see me and Tetros having a mental
John
breakdown?
and Tetros. That happens every week. All right.
We're all having a mental breakdown. Okay? You're not special.
Everyone's
okay?
got their battles, right? Mine is just the basics of life.
Yeah, I just wake up and I scream.
Yeah.
All right, deal with it.
No, this thing's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I want to like jump around on it, you know? I want to like climb up it.
The next best thing is just photo mode. But look, you could just come down here and be like, oh, what's down in my little cargo hole?
Fill that with crisps.
Crisps, yeah.
Yep.
Ducks with hats.
Ducks with hats.
Oh, they'd be my crew.
Oh, yes.
This is where I start talking about One Piece on end.
Matt loves One Piece.
Chat, if you didn't know this about me, I'm really into One Piece.
He loves One Piece.
Awesome. Well, I mean, these things just look weird, but
They look like...
they're like art, don't they?
Yeah, they're like surrealist banana peels.
Oh. Oh, what does this look like? If this was art, what would this be?
Ooh. I don't know. It's like a sad sunset.
Sad sunset. That's fitting. Anyway, right. Last one. Last tech of community core ever. For me.
For Matt.
This is from Ari Nico. Tower of Krazd. Let's get our photo mode. Yeah, I'm gonna just. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Woo. Weapons.
That's so cool. Drove that down the Thames.
Do you know, we've not even done in the last ever community call, we've not gone down the turret lane, but we won't have time to do that now, I'm afraid.
I used to live on turret lane.
No.
I didn't. See, I can't stream with you. When I stream with Dean, he just knows I said nonsense. We just wind each other up.
I should have known that.
Also, I'm not going to dox my old address on stream.
You don't live there anymore. What difference does it make?
Well, I don't know. It might be like my personal banking question.
Yes.
Like.
This thingy is wild. That's all this thing says. It's yeah.
Just a huge tower with so many missiles. Don't use if your computer is old.
So it's just a tower with missiles.
I love it.
Doesn't move. It's an anchor tower.
Imagine living in that.
Be too loud. I think it'd be very echoey in
I
here.
didn't think about
yeah,
that.
you got to think about these things. You know?
We'll live on the crisp boat instead.
It's got to be on your list of non-negotiables, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even speak to these.
You've got always get your brochure and check your legal pack. If Under the Hammer has taught me anything, check the legal pack.
I love that you're giving me actual home ownership advice.
Right. There we go.
TerraTech.
Done. Completed it, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's going to bring us to the end. Sorry I had to rush through that. I kind of got a bit held up with other things. But that's going to be the end of the stream, I'm afraid. And at the end of my career at Payload. So, I don't know if you saw this earlier, but I'm going to hand over the ceremonial baton to Cassie. There you go. So there you go. You can go now.
I will. Oh.
No, I've got some goodbyes to do, and I don't want to cry if you're in here.
Do you want me to not be here?
Yeah, please.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Would you like an awkward side hug?
You can hug this arm.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Alright. I'll leave you be.
Catch you later. You be downstairs, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not
Nice.
going anywhere. Alright.
Catch you later, dude. Bye,
Love you.
chat.
I'll maybe see you on Friday for TerraTech Worlds. Not sure yet. Depends if Dean's still fake sick. So. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you all.
See you later.
As I pull over the chair. Alright. Good luck.
Bye.
Enjoy.
I'm going to move back to the middle because it's just me now. Beautiful. Right. So there we have it, chat. That is the end of today's stream. That is the end of my time here at Payload Studios. I mean, like, I am here for another couple of weeks, like I mentioned, but this will pretty much be the last time you see me, I'm afraid. So before I go, I would be remiss if I didn't say a few thank yous because, and here's where I'm going to start gushing, because I mentioned earlier that Payload is a really cool place to work and the people that work here are really, really cool. But when I came to work on TerraTech, I was genuinely amazed at how friggin' awesome the TerraTech community is. And I'm not just saying this, I'm not just gushing. Like, everyone here, everyone in the TerraTech community, if you've ever engaged with anything that we've done, whether it be on the stream, whether it be on our socials, whether it's on Discord, if you've ever been part of our community, let me tell you now that it is wholeheartedly appreciated how cool and awesome and fun you make my job. I'm genuinely anxious about where I go next, that it won't be as cool and as awesome as it has been for the last 6 years, purely because of the community that make it. And I know it's my job to kind of moderate and, you know, make sure that the TerraTech community is a fun and safe place to be, but it also comes down to the community as a whole. So let me take this moment to thank absolutely everybody that has ever partaken in any of our community events. It has genuinely been really, really appreciated and also acknowledged, because, yeah, like I said, the last 6 years have been really fun, and you guys have been a huge part of that. So really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. That being said, there are a few shout outs that I want to give to people that have been instrumental and really, really just key members of the community, because genuinely without you guys, TerraTech wouldn't be what it is today. From a career standpoint, the general community has been great. There are a few people that have made TerraTech the game that it is, and we wouldn't be here without you today. So let's talk about the moderators. So these are Discord moderators. If I miss anyone out, I fully apologize. I apologize if I miss anyone out, because I can't thank everybody, but these are the ones that kind of came to my head when I was making this list. So first off, you all know them, Exund. They are the lead moderator. They've basically been my right-hand man for the last 6 years. Any issue that has arisen, they're the first one there to put it out, and I know Exxon does a lot of stuff outside of TerraTech, but if they ever wanted to do or have a career in community management, I'm sure they would be fine. So yeah, that's my endorsement of Exxon there. Likewise, Shidoni. Shidoni, if you're watching, or if you're going to watch this back, you've been around pretty much since I joined. I think we kind of came on board at about the same time, so I feel like we've kind of been along this journey together. And Shido, the moderator extraordinaire, very good on the Discord, very good at mitigating issues, and very, very amenable and very, very cool. Likewise, the final moderator that I've worked very closely with is Zugbug. People that, if you don't know Zugbug, they started off as just a member of the member of the community, and just through being really positive and engaging and helpful on our Discord server, they worked their way through to being a moderator. So we promoted them to mod, and yeah, haven't looked back since. They've made these guys have made my life exponentially easier. A good moderator team on any Discord server will just will absolutely help you out. So big props to those three. And likewise, Zenith Evie and Ollie and Lynx and any of the other moderators that are on the stream that I've missed out. Thank you so much for all that hard work. And it's not like I said earlier, the TerraTech community is generally very, very good, apart from a few bad actors, but that happens anywhere. So you guys have really helped build the community and make the community what it is. So big thanks for that. The next section of people that I want to thank is the modders. So firstly, a huge thanks to anybody that's ever made a mod or has partaken in official modding, or made something, and even if it was like a dodgy little skin that they've made and put it on the Steam Workshop, I can safely say that TerraTech, it wouldn't be the game that it is today without our modding community. What's really interesting is the modders form a sub community. Effectively, there is a whole community of modders who just modify the game and make their own mods for TerraTech. And again, that's been a really interesting but kind of easy part of my job. Is you guys we can just leave you to it, and there's a level of trust there that we trust you to make really, really cool, awesome stuff. And by abs, you've absolutely smashed it. Everything that's on there, everything that's on the Steam Workshop is amazing. Even before we did official mod support on the Steam Workshop, the unofficial mods were just crazy. Things like the water mod, things like the POV block. I mean, there's literally countless stuff that I could list, but the modders specifically, it's amazing. It's been so humbling to see. But obviously within that, there is a few shout outs that I need to give. So likewise, Exund, the modder extraordinaire, like the modder. They're just great. We love Exund so much. Someone that needs a shout out but isn't around so much anymore is Whitepaw. They went by Whitepaw, but they changed their name to Acebar. They've left the TerraTech community a few years ago, but they were like the pioneer of they made TerraTech Mod Manager, all the unofficial mod support stuff. So shout out to Acebar. Next up, Firelord Sozin, FL Zoz. They have basically been the project manager. They've been taking official mod support, and basically since we've sort of offloaded that to the community, FL Zoz has taken it and been the point man for that, and it's been great to see, and been really great to work with FL Zoz. Rafts, I mean, you all know Rafts. They make really, really cool skins and blocks and block packs and stuff. Rabbis, they've got some really cool stuff on the Steam Workshop as well. Legionite, again, another big name in the modding world. Darvenstein, this is a throwback. They made some amazing weapon blocks. Just genuinely crazy stuff. So shout out to Darvenstein. Sharmoni for their just seemed like relentless in that amount of skins that they made, constantly coming up with new ideas and new content for the Steam Workshop. Sharmoni, I've not seen you for a while, so I hope you're doing all right. But shout out to Sharmoni. Zero Gravitas, not as much a modder, but just they were a really, really big part of the TerraTech community when I first joined. And were basically instrumental in implementing some of the coolest stuff on the Steam Workshop. So shout out to Zero Gravitas. A few more for you. Potato, Salem Black, and Sitako have got some of the highest rated stuff on the Steam Workshop for mods. So shout out to those guys. And then just some final honourable mentions. And again, I apologise if I missed many off this list. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Somnolence. Somnolence, you deserve some thanks. Basically taking circuits and systems and making it next level. We mentioned it earlier, but the Snake game, the Rubik's Cube, we did a whole community spotlight on the stuff that you've done, and it's been really, really cool. And likewise, KN, I know you're probably not in the chat, but if you do come back to watching this, KN, thank you so much for all the effort you've put into all the cool stuff you've made. I mentioned it earlier, but TerraTech is such an easy game to be a community manager for, because there is a wealth and a huge wealth of stuff that you make, and as a community manager, it's just to shine a spotlight on that, and you can just pick anything out of a hat and you'll find something awesome and to showcase. It just makes my job, it's just made my life so easy for the last 6 years. So to anyone that's made anything and submitted it to Community Core as well, thank you so much. And that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say on today's stream. That's gonna bring us to the end of the stream, and like I said, my time at Payload. I'm gonna leave it there. Have a really cool week. I'm gonna have a fun week because I'm going on holiday. But I'll hopefully be in touch soon. I'm gonna hang out with, I'll let Cassie know, so Cassie can, or Grace can let you know how I'm getting on, if you need to. But yeah, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I need to press the end button, but I can't literally bring my fingers to the button. Have a great time, everyone. I was gonna say have a great week, but have a great time. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And until we see each other again, take it easy. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.